Well, we're live at 1:20 a.m. in the morning. I'm beginning. My circadian rhythm is just fucked. I'm never going to fix it. It's never going to be right again. I need to be able to get up at 6 a.m. Um, Anywhere between 6 and 8 would be a decent time. Small victory. I found somebody to do some work for me today to help me this tremendous mess and lack of organization, which is preventing me from getting anything actually constructive done. It's the junk jumbled around the valuable things, making it hard to move them about and organize them and put them on Craigslist or eBay or even get some of them fixed so that they can be put on Craigslist or eBay. Because when you have things that are surrounded by junk and clutter, it tends to detract from the value of the item itself when you put these photos on there. And I want to maximize my profit. You don't know they have a clean wife beater. Things are looking up. I don't think wife beaters are expendable. You just need to bleach them. And only wear them once and wash them before they get dirty. And with bleach, preferably color safe. So I went out to get the wheel well fixed in my truck today. And I might have a lead for something for Monday. Because aluminum is so exotic out here in, yeah, if you're not at least a mid-sized city of 100,000 or more, getting something to work on just aluminum is the fucking exotic thing. I found one guy that could do it. I don't do automotive. The weld doesn't care if it's on if you're building a box on the ground or in the back of my truck. And they're going to be expensive, $400. Fuck, just do it. Do you want to make money or not? Are you in the business of making money, or are you business of fucking just fiddle fucking around? But anyways, I bit my tongue, and as I often do, and I got more flies with sugar than I with salt, and that's my dad taught me that. See, a lot of wisdom for him. Not as much as my granddad, but hey, he wasn't my granddad, and he wasn't a millionaire. Yeah, so that's probably gonna take care of. I got somebody come over to clean up the yard tomorrow and arrange all the junk in these outbuildings I got. I want it all to the back of the buildings so that I can put stuff into the buildings. Everything's cluttered around the fucking doors. Not fucking good. So yeah, I got done with that, and then I went to Denny's to have what should have been lunch. I didn't get up till like 11:30 today. So that was lunchtime for me. I got in there. I had my second meal of the day. I only had two today, and might be part of the reason I'm having all this fucking stomach acid problems. And also, again, not staying hydrated. I'm not every day that I drink proper amount of this, I don't have stomach acid problems. Part of the reason I don't hydrate properly is because I just stay so fucking busy. I forget about it. I was born in the desert. Wasn't part of my vocabulary growing up. So, anyways, I get out there and I stick the heat in the ignition, and I notice as I'm sticking in, it's twisted a little bit. Like, okay, whatever. It breaks off in the ignition. Now, mind you, when I was 16 and I watched all those movies, of which I actually participated in real life, Fast and Furious movies. I did that shit for real when I was fucking 10 to 12 years old with my dad in Miami. Yeah, we ran with high level drug dealers and drove expensive high speed vehicles off in the Everglades, and so it's my train of thought. Oh yes, I'm my dad, and went out, stuck the key in the ignition, and it broke off. Oh yeah, then I dreamt about being a car thief. I was part of the whole. Well, I wanted to steal Ferraris and Lamborghinis from people who wouldn't necessarily. Well, that was just justification at the time. You know, I was involved in the popular culture quite actively, and yeah, Manolo, he had this 1956 Nomad with a tubbed out drag wheels and 1,500 horsepower, nitrous oxide, um, everything, high rise manifold, supercharger. You know, we used to take that thing out racing. Every bit at 250 miles per hour in straight line. Probably every bit of 7 second quarter mile car. He was one of my heroes as a kid. A little misguided, but hey, that's where my dad took me to. Because he liked the free cocaine. So he made friends with him. Actually, I was friends with Manolo first because I was fishing, and he came up to me and he says, "Hey, kid, you're wasting all your day long fishing, catching a few fish at a time." Then he took me to his house and showed me how to make dynamite bombs out of gunpowder, gasoline, and we went dynamite fishing more than a few times, and it rained fish. So I stopped fishing after that. It just seemed like a waste of time, and then that's you know you really can't do that. That's I didn't know what the word felony meant at the time because I was like 10 years old or 12, somewhere between there. And so I learned about the theory about hot wiring cars, but today was the first time I ever hot wired a vehicle, and it was quite satisfactory. Because the locksmith I called wanted 150 to $170 to take a pair of pliers or needle nose or something with a hawk bill on the end of it and pull this out of there, put it together like this on a little special mat that they have to read the code, and put that code into a key maker, make a key, and hand it to me. We're talking about like less than 5 minutes work. He wanted $150, and then he went on another call. Right when I called him, it's I got another one ahead of you. He was right next to me. He went to fucking 80 miles into another county, and they expected me to wait for him and pay him $150 for a $2 key. So then there's this dude in there that was at the Denny's And I live like 4 or 5 miles from Denny's, and I asked him to give me a ride to the auto parts store because I thought that I could get another key cylinder, forgetting that it might have another key at home. Well, this key is a stock blank key for that, and all these keys fit the same thing. They all come the same. Notice how there's no keying on there except for one bit at the end. Then, if you want an additional layer of security, you pay a locksmith to make you a locking system, your own bidding system. So I already paid a locksmith to do that on that one. That's an additional layer. This key right here, the stock one, you can pretty much just stick a screwdriver in there and turn it, and it'll start. Or just go buy another one of the same thing, and you can start somebody's vehicle if you know that's like that. So I didn't necessarily want to go that route. And then the dumb some bitches at the O'Reilly's, I kept telling them it's not on the computer. You have to look it in the book. I've done this many times. I've owned more than a few vehicles that I've had to replace this. Even a brand new of these comes with this right here. Unless you buy it from Freightliner and then they already do that work and then get you one of these. But they give you a keying system. They tell you what the key is, and it's in the user manual. So then closer to home then. So I asked the man to take me by my house because I know there's one somewhere around here that's keyed to this. Flying in the driveway somewhere and it's already getting dark. So then when we get to the house and I discovered that I don't really want to waste this guy's time too much. He was waiting for his wife at work at the Denny's. She works there. And she calls him because my phone was dead at that time. So I couldn't call him and tell him I'm going to go home and see and look for a key, you know, if I might not need you. And I get back there and he'd already left. So I hotwired it. I cut the there's 5 wires involved, of which you use 3. Now I suppose the other wire is for the charging system, because my charging system's kind of a little wacky in that truck anyways. But anyways, you got the biggest red wire, which is your main hot. White wire, which is your ignition, and your other white wire, which is the starter. So I wrapped the I pulled the insulation far back, you know, because this is probably like a 10 gauge wire is the main wire, and I'm guessing the other wires are about probably like 18 gauge. So I wrapped the one wire around it. It was a process of elimination. I tapped it and it started it, and then the starter making grinding noises. So I figured that I can't just leave it on. That's why when you turn it 2 clicks. One to turn the ignition on and one to turn the starter on, and then when it starts, you let go, and that's like taking the wires apart. So then I figured that that's the starter, and then the other white wire had to be the ignition. But no, I found out it's actually one of the other red wires. No, it was that. It was the other white wire is ignition, and the other red wire was my lighting system. and then the other red wire is second red wire is the charging system. So I just wanted at this point I just wanted to get home. I've got the generator running, and it's got going. It's keeping the battery charged with a battery tender, anyways, because that's not the right alternator for that truck. That's a good alternator for a gasoline powered truck, and it has higher RPMs. So that truck never really, yeah. I've taken that alternator out and have it tested on its own, and it's a good alternator. It's just not good for low RPMs of a diesel truck. So I don't feel like spending $800 on an alternator right now when I have a battery tender to keep it running. I need $1,000 for a fence for the dogs. I need $1,200 for bathing for me. I probably need a couple $1,000 just to have around, just for petty cash, and then I need to buy $2,500 worth of ice cream, and it costs me $150 a day just to put fuel in the tank. I've got half tank, so, and my big truck, which is an undisclosed location, I can get to it, and I've got like 80 gallons of diesel in it. So, the hard part is getting out of it because it's got siphon protection. I'll have to do something with the hoses and cross ventilation. I'll have to figure that out to get that already paid for fuel, and that was paid for at $2.25 a gallon. So I really should use it. So yeah. But it took a while to make that decisions and to come back home and go over there, and so I didn't get back. It took me. I was there for about 4 hours, and then it took me a while to even decide really what path I wanted to go, because I was thinking about hot wiring it the whole time. See, but the thing is now I have to go out. Well, I still have to get this key fixed, but now I have to fix my wiring again. Well, I'm a stickler when it comes to fucking electrical work. Electrical work is the most important, most detail-oriented work you can have on a vehicle. Okay, electrical work can send your whole shit up in flames. That's just like a house. I mean, but even more so. I don't know. This is kind of hand in hand on that one. So yeah, that was kind of annoying. And now I've been working on this drive safe thing for the speeding ticket I got in Virginia. The third day I had the BMW, man, this shit's taking like all fucking day long, man. It also says don't let anybody else do it. Like they're gonna fucking know if somebody else did your test for you. And it says it voids it. I don't have somebody I can pay this. If I could pay somebody $50 to take this fucking test, I would. Oh my fuck. It's like it's the length of the test is not the money. It's the fucking length of this fucking course, which deters you from more fucking speeding in dumbass Virginia again. Land of the fucking illegal radar detector. Fucking goddamn police state.
Communication on the roadway is a continuous and very necessary.
So these the videos, you can just like, because it's got words, so they can say, "Well, you were just not wanting to listen to it," and then you're reading it while you watch it. Well, guess what? I don't watch a bit of this shit. I just go to another fucking browser and do other shit. So I know that video is gonna take 2 minutes, and then like some of these, it's like 5 videos in a row. So then I just go along and do my other things in life. It'll have like 6 paragraphs, and it gives you like a minute and 75 seconds. So you can't just click. You have to take a certain amount of time to say you read the information. And all this shit is fucking common sense anyways. It's fucking anything a really safe driver should already know anyways. It's a fucking money grab. It's a fucking money grab. And this course costs $35. $375 to my attorney. I'm not sure how much that was, fines or whatever, whatnot. I might still have some coming up. I don't even fucking know. I don't fucking care. So then, yeah, I'm trying to move forward from this fucking speeding ticket. Fucking bullshit. Because the cop really didn't even see me speeding. But yeah, $375, and then it's dropped. I take this course, and it's like it never fucking happened. Problem is taking the fucking most part of a fucking day of my time. All right, so this is the second video. It's already got 38 seconds left on it. You need to react to as many possible maneuvers. Blah 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 blah. Oh. Should have knew when I was fucking 14, and I was driving cars when I was 12. On the road. Probably earlier than that, just in the driveway. And empty parking lots and church parking lots. And I guess that's redundant. Granddad had me in his lap at like age 5. All right, so now there's one right. It's chapter 3 is a text one, and I've got 17 seconds left on it. I got like 2 whole fucking segments, and these things like take like 2 hours each. I mean, literally, I've been at this most of the fucking day. I fucking resent the state of fucking Virginia now. You know, like in Florida, if you get a speeding ticket and you got to do this shit, you go to Blockbuster video, you rent the video set, take it back the next day. You don't even have to fucking watch it, and then you get credit for it because Florida admits what it is. It's just a fucking money grab. It's not going to change anybody's behavior. Nobody's going to stop speeding all of a sudden. Fucking 85% of the population fucking speeds. Therefore, it's not truly a crime. It's a fucking money grab. All right, there it is. Let me go back here and like the next one is like, if you're driving your vehicle, use your daytime running headlights to communicate your presence to others, road users, every time you drive. If you do not have them, always drive with your low beams on. Communicate you're passing by using signals to alert drivers behind you. If you're far enough away, flash your headbands to get oncoming drivers. They have their head beams on. Using emergency hazard lights to communicate whether you're in trouble, there's trouble ahead, or when you're moving ahead. All right, I still have 8 seconds left. And if I weren't reading verbally, which is like 65 words per second, and a little bit faster for me, I could have read that whole thing in 5 seconds if I were just reading in my mind, because actually my reading rate is a lot higher than that when I'm just speed reading. My speed reading rate is thousands of words per minute. So yeah, there's that. Hold on, I got to finish this up. Gotta be a puppy. I got a puppy. I'm gonna have fun with a puppy. Oh, it's puppy time! It's puppy time! Isn't he so cute? He's 6 weeks old already. I'm keeping him. I was gonna sell more of them. I don't know. I found this one website I could sell for a lot more than I have been. Capriciously more. The word for the day, capricious. Like $6,000 to $8,000. Just like this one. And if I can, I will. And especially like this one right here. Exotic. Super cute. Super beautiful. I saw one like this for like $9,000. And many of them. because I have two breeding females, and yeah, the other one's about to pop out some more, and that'll go a long way for to making a taco truck happen to keep the remaining dogs and me a lot more viable economically. Small price to pay to keep the rest of the family around. Now we got another one for a minute and 18 seconds. And once again, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. But I got to get this shit done because I actually only have until the Monday to get this shit done. Because that's when they court date for this, that, and I have to email them the transcript of or results of these tests. And here's the thing: is it will not let you fail, and it will not let you continue until you pass. So it's no, you just got to keep doing it. I mean, there's one test I had to do twice. So, anyway, I guess it is kind of about education. I say more indoctrination anyways, because as a driver with 3.5 million miles under my belt, I can tell you that many of the things they tell you about driving in the state of Virginia are incorrect. Well, hey, who am I to say anything? All right, minute and 20 seconds. Because the things that they push are from an analytical viewpoint. It has nothing to do with reality. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I got my jewelry polished. Still, I found a Panama style these other day, a Panama fedora. I love those. I love these. These are nice, but I don't want the hat bands. They're kind of stretchy because this is a one size fits all hat. It's not the best quality, but most people really aren't going to be able to. The people who you don't need to impress are not going to notice the quality and are easily impressed anyways. What's that woman, Marisha, next door? I can't believe he's still free, walking around with a three-piece suit on and a fedora. Bitch, please. You just mad because I would never fuck you. I never had any. You weren't appetizing to me. She used to approach me all the time with cold beers and ask me to come over and yeah, I ignored her. She was always on my tip. She just didn't interest me. Yeah, she's fairly attractive. Not nearly as attractive as a lot of women have had. No, I have, and conversely speaking, I've had a lot of women that are far inferior to her. One which I don't want to insult and call her unattractive because to some people she is attractive. At one time, I almost in a weak point in my life, I found her attractive. But anyways, still consider her to be a friend. I don't like burning bridges unless they just absolutely need to be burnt. So yeah, walking free like nothing happened. Well, because nothing did happen. That's the most important thing. Nothing fucking happened. So besides, what does that have to do with me like living my life and fucking? I've always wore a fucking three-piece suit. This shows how much she knew about me. Fucking constantly chase. I'd be walking on the street. I would be like 6 blocks from the house, and she'd drive by me. Hey, you want a beer? Why didn't she just drive by me and go to her fucking house and leave me alone? I didn't even fucking notice it was her driving by in the car. I didn't even notice it when she used to lay out in her backyard totally topless. I didn't fucking care to look over there. Wow, a fucking pair of tits. I've never seen tits before. Dude, is a balloon artist? You know how many fucking single moms bent right over directly as like this while they were paying me? And I know women are more astutely observant about their body presence than men are. So I knew they were flashing me their fucking tits every fucking time. On top of me giving me fucking 20, 30 fucking bucks. And I knew which ones were single moms and which ones were not. Because I had regular customers. I knew which I saw the dad or lack of rings. And then she's a fucking ultra liberal. Her whole way of life I detest. She's a fucking Karen. She's one of those people who complains at fucking Target and calls fucking customer service all the goddamn time and gets people fired. How do I know? Because I've seen her do it. And then she sees me out working on these diesel vehicles in my yard. And I tell her what's wrong with her fucking diesel truck because I'm working on a series of fucking diesel vehicles in my driveway, multiple Honda cars. I'm a fucking real mechanic, and she takes that shit to the dealership. This was when she first moved in like 2004, 2006, right about, yeah. She moved right about the time I went to Vegas. I'm getting hydrated before I go to bed and washing the acid off of my stomach walls. Um, this works okay, but that only stops the acid pumps. I need to get the type of medication which you cannot use in conjunction with this. It's one or the other. You cannot stop the acid pumps and put the mucus linings back into intact condition. I think you should be able to. That would be ideal, but that's not how these medicines work. They don't work hand in hand in conjunction with each other. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Picking up phrase and then dropping off adjective. Schoolhouse Rock, that was one of my favorites. Oh, and they say cartoons never teach you anything. Yeah, a little small drama, but I also met the person that is going to be coming over and doing work for me regularly because of the fact that I didn't just bolt out of the restaurant when I was done eating. Now, mind you, I spent like an hour and a half in there eating and shooting the shit with waitresses and the manager. I'm a regular fixture there. And I tip really good, like $5 to $7. We're at with the drive safe, drive safe, comrade. All right, 8 seconds left. Click the next. Oh, chapter complete. Oh, level 6. All right, I got how many more chapters after this? God damn! 6, 7, 8, 9. Why do I have to take all this other shit that's not germane to speeding? Oh, I can't stay up all night with this shit. It's gonna be another fucking 3 or 4 hours on this bullshit. I gotta go to bed. It's 2 a.m. and I ain't staying up all night. Last time I did that, all I did was end up sleeping half the fucking day from 12 noon to fucking 4 p.m. and then trying to turn her back around and go to bed at 10. And all I did was fucking. Peace be to you, people. And may the power of a happy puppy. Ah. Good God, that one's dropping his balls already. All right. Good night. You know, let's hope to get back on the road with the ice cream by next Wednesday.